Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex on pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that.
What's up, y'all?
All right,
Happy
we
Friday.
back. Happy Friday. Happy
Happy
Friday.
Friday for
Today
sure.
is the day of November 14th, 2025. And your boy's birthday's coming up in 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
In 2
I'm
days.
saying 2 days, your
2
boyfriend turns
days.
25. 25. Yeah,
Tuesday.
man. Just the other day, like I was freaking 18, 19, well, sorry, 18, 17, 16. I was in high school. I'm about ready to turn 10. I'm now about ready to turn my mid-20s. It's crazy. But
Boy act like
here
he
we
old or
are.
something. That's funny.
I know, right? You know, the
How old is
Chris Brown
Larry?
said Larry is
He's
he's
25
got
too?
to be a year behind me. No,
Oh, he
he's a year
younger than you?
behind me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, he's about 1 year younger than me, but we're around the same like
Okay.
grade. If that makes
Okay.
sense. Like I think he was like born certain like a year earlier. But anyways, well no, a month. It's hard to explain. But anyways, uh, yeah, bro. So we here, man. We're gonna talk about power. Have a good one, bro. It was quite the noteworthy episode, I will say. Um,
That episode
so
was crazy. I had to go back and watch
yeah,
one again and then watch two.
yeah,
So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm
I,
gonna start watching 1, 2, and then
yeah,
the next episode, and then watch them all at the
for
same time,
sure.
so you can see them all
There
connect.
was
Because some stuff you be forgetting about. I'll be like, dang.
facts, facts. So before we get to the episode title, I want to point this out right quick. Oh, and by the way, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, people who
Yeah.
like you, people who don't like you. I don't like you. Nobody likes you.
Right.
Still on my heel thing. So, anyways, what was I going to say? There was one thing we did not mention about episode one, as far as when we had a recap, and that was a part where Zenara was talking to Shanti, and then I was like, man, this homie Tommy Wood freaking died, man.
Yeah,
This like the
and
Tommy
she
Wood
said he
died.
got 9 lives. Yep. We
He
got to
said he
find ways
got
to get
nine
9.
lives.
We got to find a way to
Right.
get all 9 off him. Yeah.
And Tommy came out of nowhere and was like, he
Yeah, he was
said,
right behind him.
what did he say? He said, what's up, party people? They looked
Yeah.
around, like, what the freak? Like, how he come around? And
I
he said, I said, what's up, party people?
I got a question. I got a question on that. I wonder if
Yeah.
Tommy heard what they said and how long was he
Yeah.
behind the door?
hmm
Because right now he's
hmm
still moving strategically like he didn't hear nothing.
Very,
You
very
know what I'm
strategically.
saying?
It's like he's both reckless, but at the same time, he's also very smart at the same time. Like, it's
Exactly
like,
right.
he if you know Tommy, you know Tommy is one of the most violent, intense, loyalist soldiers in the drug game. But
Right.
also, what he's learned from Ghost is to be a lot more cheated, not tell everybody your place, keep everything a bit brief. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about Ghost was Ghost somewhat kind of got in Tommy's way to a degree. Because
Hmm.
Tommy figured him and Ghost were ran the drug game for as long as they possibly could. So when Ghost, James A. Patrick, wanted to get out of the game, Tommy was just like, you're thwarting our plan. And why can I continuously live this life? 'Cause in Tommy's mind, there is no other life to live, to be civilian and wise or normal besides being a drug addict. That's all he ever knows. That's all he's ever been good at.
Right.
So in his mind, he's like, I can't go ahead and just leave the game. So, and plus it's hard to leave the game. We all see your talent. Like, we see all in the drug shows. You cannot just skip the game like that, bro. I'm sorry. You got too many bodies on you. Too much blood in your hands. Have a good one. Too much blood in your hands. Uh, so, but yeah, anyway, we're going to kick off into episode two, titled A Seat at the Table. Alrighty, so let's see. I'm trying my best to remember. I don't know if I can play stars while I am talking to you about it, but let me see if I can this time around. Hopefully, stars is not playing in the background while I'm talking to you about it, because the only reason why I wanted to play for stars is so I can get a refresher from what was being done. Because, granted, I did watch it earlier. I watched it around, I'm going to be honest, I watched. I think I watched probably like maybe around 3, 4 in the morning today.
Mm,
Got myself up like real early before I had to hit to work today. So, but let me see. What can we talk about? Matter of fact, I already know what to talk about right already. Tommy, Diamond, and Vic kick off this episode too, right?
yeah,
And Tommy's having Diamond basically he dumped Vic's body into the water, and basically is trying to they're holding him for ransom. Basically, trying to say like, hey, bro, we know what you've been doing. You're over here snitching. We
right,
need to get our explanation from you, so you holding out on us.
right,
So, okay, so you want to hold out on us? All right. So Tommy is like, Diamond, you know what to do. And so what Diamond does is he's pushing this whole body, not his whole body, but like, half his body into the water. And, Diamond's a big guy. So, like, you're talking about all that weight being pushed down to the point where you can barely even get up. That man is strong. He's going to be strong as hell.
right,
So, Grievous, Vic is not trying to give in initially.
right.
Then Tommy's like, okay, so he's like, come on, tell it out. He's like, Vic is like, I can't. And then he said, he's like, I think he said that.
He
And
said
basically,
he
Diamond,
said something like cop turning under a cop is like suicide or something like that. Yeah,
yeah,
and then
yup.
that's what he told him was like, bro, this would be suicide right now if you don't do what you're told as far as that. Like, yeah, so he wanted him to be his eyes and ears at the police station before
Yup,
he could be a step ahead of the old girl. Yep.
exactly. Exactly. And so in his mind, he's also going like, you need, in order for us to get some leverage over you, you need to do two things. One, they want to get the clubs.
Right.
They're talking about the Viagra Triangle, which, by the
Yeah.
way, that is Claudia's club I think she owns, or no, it's a Rick's club, and Claudia is a part of the club
Yeah.
herself.
She part of the club. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, so that's what she's been doing. So he told Vic basically to go for his sister, and then we see that scene with Vic and
Right.
Talia, and
Right.
let's just say it was quite the reunion. You need a recap. Vic snitched and Big Vic got her to got some intel on her where she was trying to have him killed. The moment he killed his dad, which by the way, I'm like, wow, this is a crazy
Yeah.
big power
She
where
been trying to do that forever. Yeah.
yeah, bro. She was trying because she wants to be the top. She feels like she's the bigger, more ruthless plan to come out of the family. But in her father's, masculine mind, he went, no, it has to be Vic. It can't be you.
Right.
And Vic doesn't want to be in the game. You
Right.
see him parallel with certain characters in Power where you either want to be in the game or you don't want to be in the game. And Vic is like, Ghost is kind of like the blueprint from all that, where you don't really want to be in the game,
Right.
right? So Ghost is the blueprint. Then we start seeing that somewhat with characters like I don't know Sean, Famous. Uh, I want to say like who else? Everybody else has been in this, and they don't want to be a part of a game like that for real. As far as like killing bodies or doing some things, I'm trying to think. Oh well, either way it doesn't matter. It is what it is. But you get the point, right? Some people just don't want to be in games. People have been immersed into the game by force, right? Which is
Right.
ironic how the show's called Force, pun intended. But yeah, man, that happened. Um, what did you make of the conversation between Vic and Claudia when you meet him and Mara at the movie?
He got her to switch over. It was a smart move. He got to play his part.
Yeah,
Yeah. Even though she's not
you go.
trustworthy, but at the same time, she can't trust him either. So at the same time, it's
No,
just both people trying to screw each other over, but they talking.
absolutely,
This is kind of crazy.
absolutely.
But
And
she
what's
ain't had no
interesting
choice.
about that, she didn't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? Because he already tried somewhat blackmailed her, and plus they already got evil with each other. She tried
Because
to
she
have
tried
him
to
killed,
kill him. Yeah.
right? And he got her to be caught up in jail, so he got the feds on her too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's like tit for tat basically. But in his case, he's going, okay. Oh, by the way, I thought it was hilarious when she said, so what does it feel like to be Thomas? You know what, right? Like, it's basically his lapdog, right?
Right.
And then and then he goes, he said, watch your back. I love this rebuttal. He said, watch your back. Because you might be, somebody's, lapdog here in the jail. So that was good. That
Right.
was good. That was really good. Because he got her real good with that one. I was like, okay, Nick, I see. I see. You know what, bro? Me personally, as a fan of the show, I actually do like Vic. And plus, I'm a big fan of Shane Harper, like the actor who plays Vic in real life. I'm a big fan of his. Seen the movie God's Not Dead. He did God's Not Dead. He's playing a kid, sorry, a student who was combating his professor about his Christian beliefs and things like that. So been a fan of him ever since. Been a fan of him. He was Charlie. He did show like that before he did that. So been a fan of his work for a while. But anyways, let me try to move this forward. What did you? Let me see. I'm trying to ask you things. Some questions. You got anything you want to point out?
You just want to talk about the show. All right, man.
Give me 1 second. They had that boy Vic suffering. Oh my god, I'm watching the Baker thing. That was crazy. He looked like he was elevated. Tommy and Diamond are very good at having chemistry when it comes to negotiating what they should do next, right?
Yeah.
I forgot to mention after Vic had left, by the way, Tommy's hilarious. He told him, get your A out of here. He told him to get him out of the place. That was hilarious. But yeah, him and Diamond talking about like the Albanians, the connect, and Tommy comes up with this brilliant plan of like, we need to burn down Miguel's product
Oh
in his
yeah, that was
warehouse
dope. Yeah, that was dope.
because if we have a good one, because if we do that, basically he can't negotiate sales with the Albanians or the
And
Albanians
that
never
comes
get to
straight
him.
to him. Yep.
That was a dope move. Even though it was like a very like clever move without having to kill Miguel. It was just like, okay, here's what I'm gonna have to do. Like boom, boom. And
But Miguel tried to kill him three
Miguel
times this episode.
literally
Well, not Miguel.
literally.
Well, it was
No, no,
Claudia.
no, 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 no.
Claudia,
No, it
her
was
people was trying to kill them three times. Even at the end, where old boys got shot up in that little spot when they was at that barnyard. When they was
I
all
think it was
sitting
the
outside.
Marquez cartel. I think that was the Marquez cartel that was shooting after
That's
Tommy,
through
if
Claudia.
I'm not
That's through
mistaken.
Claudia.
Yeah,
Yeah, she did
that
the
was
first
it.
one
Oh,
too.
really? Again? Wow, that's
She
crazy.
did the first one too.
She did do the first one. You're
And then
right.
she did the
Yep.
one with Tommy and what's her name was chilling in the what you call it. And he was like, "Yo, you expecting company?" And they ended up having to kill all
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, she set up all of those because that one cop who went in there to talk to her in the joint said they'll be dead by the night because she said that she said I need what's her name? What's the black girl name?
Good one. Stacey Mark.
What's her name?
Stacey Mark. Oh no, Shante. He's talking about
They
Shante.
need Shantae and Tony. I mean, Shantae and Tommy killed tonight, and he was like, "They'll be dead by the night." That's what he told her while they was at the
Right.
while he was in the joint. He was like, "They'll be dead by the
Oh, okay.
night."
I see why you feel. What I was trying to get at is the Marquez cartel were responding towards Tommy because they had killed the Marquez Mitch, the hitters. So I'm saying they came back for retaliation over that. I'm quite sure probably had a hand. I'm just saying they may have also put a role into why they had that. What happened was basically, you guys have to see the episode. This is what happened. Sorry for spoiling. But you're here now. Maria and Tom were eating pizza. And they were out, you know what I'm saying? Tommy had two, of his henchmen, watching over him and Maria just so anything popped off, they'd be ready, right? I mean, they'd be strapped. And so what ended up happening was it was like a big old car, it's a Hummer car. Even my Hummer car comes around, you know what that is, right? So this dude comes out, no, he comes out, he just opens the window and starts blasting, you know what I'm saying, with an AK or something like that. And so Tommy immediately puts Mariah down. Thank God she did not get shot. I was going to be like, oh my God, don't shoot her, please. So they get shot at, and Tommy is doing his best to protect her. One other dude that did end up getting shot is a dude by the name of Bones. Cool. And so Mariah stitched him up. Then we kind of like see that meeting with Diamond and them at the warehouse, well, Tommy's place with Maria there, and they're going over some details about, the business. And again, Tommy and Donna are having a talk. Jannar is there. Jannar is like, what do I do? Like, I want to, get myself involved, and boom. And Tommy's like, go find the guy with the tattoo that shot at us, like who made that call to shoot. And Jannar is like, what? And Tommy is explaining to him. And then Tommy has this slight remark, but I think he did it on purpose because he already know what Tommy about Jannard. He knows Jannard don't like him, and Tommy don't like him either, right? So Tommy was like, um, just so you know, this is the only open invitation you'll have to coming back over to my place. And so Jannard didn't like that. And to him, it was like, man, I don't even got to come over here. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. So
No, Tommy said.
he already started
Tommy
going ahead
said.
with him.
Tommy said, just because you're in my house for the first time, don't mean that you're back on the team.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And exactly. You know what I'm saying? You back on team, boom. You can be affiliated with your brother as far as CBI, but when I'm around, like I'm head hustle. You know what I'm saying? So that's how he's pitching it. That's how he's going down, and he's seeing this. So yeah, you try this thing. Then let's get to D Mac. Let's go to D Mac. Matter of fact, let me ask you a question. Start doing this from time to time. Who do you feel in episode one was the MVP of episode one? We're gonna give our weekly MVPs. So I'm gonna ask you for episode one first, and then we'll do episode two for this one.
Uh, episode 1 MVP. Episode 1 MVP for episode 1 would be. I'm leaning towards Vic. I'm leaning
Mm,
towards Vic. I'm leaning towards
for
Vic,
episode
but
one,
yep, I'm leaning towards Vic for one. I'm leaning towards Vic for one. Trying to think. I mean, nobody does more than Tommy and Diamond anyway. So at the end of the day, those are the main MVPs at all times. So that's why I'm not trying to pick them. But I'm leaning
right?
towards Vic. I'm leaning towards Vic. But it might have been the black cop, that girl, that woman.
Stacey Marks. Stacey Marks.
Might have been her.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna sound like a cop out answer, but I'm gonna go with Tommy. I'm gonna go with Tommy. I think
Yeah.
for the sake of what he was dealing with Miguel and the outbursts and the constant like infighting that he was going through, and then having to deal with Miranda, that conflict was very interesting. So I'll give Tommy for episode one. For episode two, I'm gonna go with D-Man. I'm
No, I
gonna go with
think if we do the stupid award, it go to D-Mac, but not no MVP.
D-Man. I'm gonna ask you, man. We got the D-Mac the nickname, bro. I was gonna go with dangerous D-Mac, but what do you got?
I don't even know, but he got the stupid award for sure
The
for
stupid
going there
award is
for
crazy.
going in there and robbing them cats like that. That wasn't smart.
No, and then the dude even warned him. It was like, bro, you make a big mistake. But let's comment on that right quick for a second. But before we do, I like the same with I want to call him Bakari so bad because I watched the shot, but with the D-Mac and Marshall, his friends, we say the thing that is put this in the smartest place. And Tommy comes in there, and D-Mac's like trying to get. He showed
He
either
trying
he
to
want
hide
to
in
be
the
a part of
closet.
CBI.
Yeah.
He wants to become part of CBI. He's like, bro, I got to get in. I got to get involved. And then Marshall having some ways with him. Then Tommy knocks on the door, and then he tries to put D-Mac in my space. Like, oh, he's like, I ain't trying to see my Uncle Tommy. D-Mac comes through. Sorry, Tommy comes through. He's like looking around the closet, like, where's D-Mac? Where's D-Mac?
Yeah, falling in
Opens
the
the front
closet.
door, right? I thought it was hilarious too that he held Marshall by his face. He squeezed Marshall's face as far as almost like he wanted Mac to have a good one. And yeah, he comes to D-Mac, and D-Mac's like, I'm about to cut my dress off, huh? I'm about to cut my dress off from that, at school, man. They trying to have me do this, bro. I want to score. I want to put boom, this, and that, third. And D-Mac is so naive that he envisions being a part of the game. Okay, in his mind, it's like, what can I get from the game that will be beneficial more so for me than to do a 9 to 5 job or being around school? But you gotta remember, D-Mac was somewhat raised in the streets. That's kind of like all he knows, right? He didn't really come up having this formal education, going to school like that, boom, boom. But from what he was being said is that he was also really good with having math. So he's not entirely a dumb person. He's very good at math. Like when somebody asking him like those seasons and past, like, okay, what's your math, boom, 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 and D-Mac could be like telling you a number without even having to like type it in. That was very impressive. But what he has street smarts. He doesn't have logical street smarts, right? Um, I think there may be a difference between both two, but either way, yeah, Tommy held him up. Basically was telling him like, no, you're gonna be in the game and you're gonna thank me later for it. And I'm trying to tell you, bro, I understand where you're trying to go for it. I get you coming from. I've been in your shoes, but I'm trying to tell you, it's probably best that you don't come in because you're not built for this life, right? Now, let me ask you: do you think D-Mac is built for the drug game or
No,
no?
nope.
And why? Why
Because
not?
he doesn't follow directions. That's why they don't want him in CBI now. He don't follow directions.
Mm,
What you
mm,
call it was already telling him that. Diamond was already telling him. I'm like, bro, you so in a rush to try to get in this joint, but you don't even listen to directions. So if you don't fit, what's up, bro? So if you don't even listen to directions, I'm like, what the heck you need to be in there for? Like, no. So no, he too wild, and you got to be
yeah.
strategic on those situations. You don't need no wild path like that. So no, he ain't built for that at all. Regardless of what he can do,
Oh,
he's not built for it.
I see a lot of people online comparing him to Reese St. Patrick. Do you see the similarity between him and Tariq?
The
Like what
beginning, the
yeah,
beginning,
that's what I'm
Tariq.
saying. The beginning Tariq, yes, I agree. But I think Tariq is a lot more smarter. I think he got that innate ability from his dad. Like Ghost was very I'm not going to rush a move until I'm about ready to make a move. But then Tariq also had the influence of Kane. And then he has the influence of Tommy. And he has the influence of Tasha. So like he has all of them ingrained in him as far as like what he's been able to do in the game. With that said, Tariq did make some stupid moves back then in OG Power. With that, I just feel like with D-Mac, I think he's going through the same different thing. But it's going to take him having to go through something in order for him to have that wake up call. Right now, he's just crashing out.
No,
And
he
I
about
think
to
this is
die.
all deliberate.
His situation, his situation is different than Tariq's because people want D-Mac dead.
Absolutely.
So he
Absolutely. And
about to
plus,
die.
and also, let's not forget, you're in Chicago.
Yeah, he about to,
Let's put that out there.
he about to
You're in
die.
Chicago, my God. Oh, so you see him going out.
Oh yeah, I think you can. I think. What's his name? Gerard. Is that his name? Gerard.
Jannard.
Jannard. Yeah. I think because they were supposed to be the ones to go take him out anyway for Big Baby Davis
Right,
that's in
he
jail.
was.
Yeah, the one that's in
Yep.
jail. So he ain't gonna have to because he robbed the wrong people. So at the end of the day, they gonna catch him slipping and get him out of here. And he too flashy because he got that bike and he doing all that stuff. He out of here. By next episode,
Yeah, the
probably
flashes.
he'll
Yeah,
be gone.
bro. That's not good. That's
Yeah,
not good.
he about
And
to
people
die.
notice that too. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, he about to die out.
So yeah, it's not looking good for me, man. I will admit that.
Yeah, he out of here.
My fingers are crossed for him because I actually like his character. I actually like his character a lot than I do. No, I don't do that. But I would say I like his character, right? Because to me, I feel like he reminds me of Tommy when Tommy was around in OG Power Car Season 1. I think there's still. What I like about D-Mac is right now on the surface it comes across like he's being one dimensional and stupid, right? Which I get that. But I feel like there's more layers to tap in with D-Mac as the season progresses. So I want to kill his character. If I had my hand right now, I want to kill his character. However, to your point, BZ, we don't know where they're going to go with this, other than what you assume is going to happen and what I think is not going to happen. But it's all good, right? We can differ on that. Let me see. That score where he See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. That whole scene with the whole Asian, like, I'm gonna rob these Asians and a product and get that money and boom, 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 and the whole wallet thing. BZ, I'm gonna tell you right now, that whole scene was so unrealistic. It was so unrealistic.
As far as what his boy going in there and pretending that he wasn't a part of it.
No, the fact that D-Mac came in there with one gun, and you got 4, 5, 6 guys across the round table, and one of them actually has a gun. You took the gun from the dude. Okay, cool. But who's to say that one of them could not even pull a shot on you and would have killed you right then and there because of what you're attempting
Gotcha.
to do? You see what
One,
I'm saying?
yeah, one
Like,
person against like 6 or 7 people. Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I get that.
That's like me saying I'm gonna come around there and rob you, and you got about 10 other people around you that might be trapped.
Right.
Like in my mind, I'm going out there looking to get killed.
Right. At this
You
point,
know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's a
So like, I'm
fact.
like, when D-Man did it, I was like, bro, like, okay, I see you'll get up on your game, doing your thing, scoring pretty genius in your own way. But the problem is you ain't got nobody around you. I was like, bro, it was just him.
Yeah,
It's just him. Now looking for G-Man, they couldn't see his face. They just saw his mask. But then again, it made you remember the voice. And just because they didn't see your face, don't necessarily mean they can't, figure out where you at, right? So G-Man he's definitely creating some problems furthermore besides the PQ situation. Let's just say that, right? And he killed Mad Dog, he killed Top, we all know this stuff. Um, I will say this, and yes, he is being flashy when it came to buying that motorcycle and doing the wheelie. Yeah. But my guy got some ribs on him though. You know what I'm saying? It's been some games with that girl named Genesis and you like her. So
this is the reason why he
talking
shouldn't be
to his
no gangster. I learned that watching
oh,
American Gangster that being flashy is no good. Frank Lucas got on
mm,
his family the whole entire time. It was like, bro, why are you
mm-hmm,
wearing this? What are you doing? You causing too much
mm-hmm.
stuff to yourself. D-Mac had no money the
Good
episode
point.
before and went from episode
Good
before to
point.
all of a sudden got all the bread. Like, nah, come on, man. You're hot right now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. That's a
Yeah.
great point.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
why he don't.
great point.
He's either gonna be in the game and learn from somebody, which he don't feel like learning in the first place.
And he didn't even listen to his friend. His friend said, "I'm like, bro,
That's
your
that
girl,
funny
it's
stuff
like
because of the fact that he
she's not
wasn't
even
gonna
your
stop though.
girl."
He wasn't gonna
But
stop
he wasn't
though.
gonna
That's what I
stop.
was trying to see.
Yeah. You know
So
what
yeah.
though? And the sad reality is,
All right,
Have a
my
good
I
one.
dude. Yep.
appreciate you, man. The sad reality is, in real life, people are actually like that. I don't gonna say I have had a lot of friends that were like that, but I definitely ran into people that I would be telling them, I'm like, bro, don't do this, don't do that, and guess what they would end up doing? They do it. They just do it.
Right.
Because you're young, you know what I'm saying, hard headed, dumb. I ain't gonna say dumb. But you are making a dumb decision. But I'm gonna say you hard headed, you think your thoughts are very much irrational, so you're not rationalizing the consequences that could come, right?
Right. Right.
So that's what I would say. But D Mac in his mind, he's going, I need to get my game up. I mean, get my money and boom, boom, boom. But you gotta also understand with you doing that, you gotta be ready for retaliation. And right now, it's not looking good for him. It's
Right.
just not. But yeah, but I will say this, bro. Like I said, my guy's been at Riz though. He got over real, gave her a book. You know what I mean? Got her on a motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him at all. I mean, hey, flashy is an issue for sure. But hey, hey, I ain't mad at him still. All right, man. And we see 50 Marks talking with the PD, the FBI. I don't know what you call it, Chicago PD, something like that, whatever.
You said
Talking to her peoples and a 50 Marks, a detective. I think she's a detective. And she's a mayor or something like that. She's doing some breaking on both, anyways. So
you talking about the black chick?
talking to her peoples.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she about to become
Stop.
mayor.
Yup. She better become mayor. She's having her real time. She's talking to them about certain details about what they can move on towards next.
She lost
And then
her fiance to get her divorce papers.
she got the divorce papers.
I
Bobby is
was
out
talking
of
to my
here.
girl. I was talking to my girl about that earlier, and I was saying, and she was like, "What? What's up with that?" And I said, "This is the reason why, at the end of the day, when people choose their job over their relationships, you
Mm-hmm.
lose what you've been trying to build for this whole entire time because you care so much about the money."
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like that. We was having a deep
exactly.
conversation about that yesterday. It was like, why do people
Let's
choose
go.
their jobs over their household? It's a lot of lawyers,
Yeah.
a lot of not even lawyers, but a lot of jobs in general that don't come home. They be gone all day, and that's the reason why their relationships is so easy. Somebody's so
Mm-hmm.
easy to get cheated on because you ain't never at the house, and then people
Yeah.
at the office are the ones you around all the time.
I agree.
So that
I
becomes your
agree.
family. So you care so much about that job that you're willing to stay there
Mm-hmm.
for 18 to 20 hours a day and only see your wife or
Yes.
your husband for 4 hours and expect the relationship to
Yes.
still work. It don't work like that. That's why people be so focused on their money. And I'm like, bro, that ain't the
For some
move.
people who are working,
That's
it's
not how it
workaholics.
goes.
It's the idea of being a workaholic. I have to
Yeah, workaholic. That's not
work to get
exactly.
to where I want to be at.
Exactly.
And which is why, as we saw later in the episode, she wanted to have that sit down talk with him, and they had a sit down talk. And Bobby's like, okay, I'm hearing you out. She's pointing out how their marriage can continuously still work. She don't want to let him go. They don't need to go through this whole target divorce, boom, 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 yada yada. And he's like, okay, so I'm going to, fight for our marriage. Let's go to therapy. Let's try this out. Let's do. Hell, we can go right ahead and I ask some other kinks. But
Right.
in order for us to do that, you have to promise me this isn't a. We're not remaining married just so you could look so quote unquote pitch perfect
Right.
for your mayor campaign and our first stuff going on. And then she looks at him, gets up, goes around the announce or around the table, and it's almost like she's about ready to tell him like, yeah, but I need, and he was like, okay. He picked the memo. He was like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna take it. And I don't blame him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't blame Bobby for wanting to divorce her. I'm sorry
I don't blame me either.
because I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at him because you're prioritizing work.
Exactly.
You prioritize the exception over Tommy Egan.
Yep.
You prioritize being a mayor and doing any and everything that you need to do, whether it's underhanded or not, to get away from our relationship.
Yep.
And I've been fighting. I've been defending you as many times as I can count. And I'm tired.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, this was telling her was, I'm tired. We can work this out. Let's go to counseling. Let's be doing. And she's like, yeah. But the moment he says, you got to put that marriage stuff out on the back seat, she's like,
Nope.
no. She wants to be stubborn
Exactly.
and, you know what I'm saying, not giving a buzz to go and say, yeah, okay, I'm going to make that sacrifice. No. Because she's so dang on power hungry and blind
See,
to shit
exactly.
about, you see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, which is,
Exactly.
I go back to the form, the like the whole time of power. What does power mean? Control.
Exactly.
She don't want to let go of her grip of control, right? And
Exactly.
this thing is like, okay, I'm gone. Like I said,
Exactly.
I ain't mad, Bobby. You got to
I'm
do it.
not mad
Plus,
at it at all. I'm not mad at him at
we hate
all.
our character. We hate our character. So
Yeah.
get her out of here, please. I can't wait for us to go. Her lights has been turned off, and it has been shut
Yep.
down. That's our new
Turn
thing.
their lights
Our
off.
lights been turned off. Turn our lights
Yep.
off. It needs to be shut down. So,
Yep. Yeah.
but yeah, man.
Total agreement with that. Right when I was like, man, I told her, I was like, look, y'all choosing money over the relationship. I ain't with that. Now I'm not telling people not to work. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying
Right.
work 8 hours and get back to the crib. Y'all working this all
Mm-hmm.
day, every day. When you get home, you working more and doing all this stuff, and then you
Facts.
staying over. That's too much. You got a whole
Facts.
husband or a whole wife at crib sitting at the crib cooking dinner for you, waiting for you, and you coming home still with same work from the job. Like, nah. But at the same time, I
Facts.
do gotta get on the people who actually choose people that's already built like that, because you can't even go into the relationship to change them if they was already doing that before you met them.
Right.
If they was
And
already
here's
doing that
another
before you,
thing.
if they was already doing that
Here's
before you met them,
yes.
then you can't be like, oh well, you need to stop now. I'm like, no, if they was already doing that, then
Exactly. Exactly.
that's it.
And
You already knew.
here's another reason for you to also have issues with that. Here's
Exactly.
another factor I'll throw in. You never know if your partner's going to be cheating on somebody.
Exactly.
So it could be more than just, oh, I'm working, I'm going. Nah, who? Shout out to my guy Mark, though. He be saying this all the time. And for the woman's case, okay, is one of you getting your cheek clapped by this surgeon or next, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
she's talking about she clapping, right? She clapping is hilarious. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but like, that's a real thing, though. Like, and not only for the woman, let's not keep her, we can hold that double standard too, because men can do this too. You see what I'm saying? So it's
Yep.
not just her, it could be anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But this is realistic stuff people tend to go through in real life. And this is why the acting in this episode was really good. I thought this episode was definitely, while though I think episode one was a slow burn, and I do think it was a solid episode, this was better to me. Way better.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt it was fantastic in terms of direction, how to get on so many pieces moving up, you know what I'm saying, on the chessboard. So yeah, bro, like we get somewhere. What do you think about that scene? Speaking of Stacey, what do you think about that scene she had with Claudia, where Claudia basically like changing her mind about who she wants to
Work
quote
for
unquote like tell
what
on,
you want
right,
to tell
working
on.
with.
Yeah.
And she's like, Tommy. It goes
Yeah,
back to
she kept
Tommy
on the
again.
Tommy
Here we
again.
go.
Yep, here we go.
Like
Yep.
people in this show do not like Tommy, bro. But that's to be expected when you are essentially the main protagonist every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So you make sure you every single time you your face, your show, you're gonna
Yep.
definitely gonna have some opposition, some coming around your way, bro. So
She could have
that's
possibly
to be
got away
expected.
with it. She could have possibly got away with it if she would have possibly got away with it if Vic wouldn't have got caught up, so he had to actually play the other side.
Right.
Because
But
now
I
since
think
he got
she
to play
did
the
it
other
because
side, it's like that.
this is a counterpoint to what they said to her earlier. Because in her mind, she's going, okay, I'm giving you the clubs. So she agreed to give Tommy the clubs for them to go ahead and, I guess, maybe use that as a front for their money, whatever, like that laundry,
Yeah.
whatever, right? You know Tommy is. But in her mind, she's going, okay, if you're going to do that, I need you to do this. And then she brings in Elise. And this is where I go,
Oh yeah,
see,
yeah, Lise, yeah,
love in the power game does not work. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Love in the power shows never truly ever work. I pray to God some miracle for Tommy and Mireille. But when it comes to this show, bro, love always gets killed. You know
I
what I'm
thought
saying? It's
I thought Mariah got shot when they got ambushed
me
outside.
too.
Because with the way
Me
she went
too.
down, I was like, oh shoot, she got shot. But no,
No,
she
I
didn't
didn't
get
expect that.
killed.
Sorry, I feel it back. I didn't expect that because Tommy immediately put her down. He held her down immediately. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that she wouldn't get caught up in the crossfire, which is, like I said, protection is investment. All right, amen. That's good, bro. That's good. But like I said, client brings in Elise. If you're doing a whole crying, tearful thing, bro, I'm like, here we go. Here we go. And crying.
Right,
And she's like, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to, talk to Shanti. Basically, you need to go around here and do this for me. And she's like, I didn't want to really want to be a part of this. And she's like, but I love you. I'm willing to help you out. It's not my thing. Because one, at least they for the game. She ain't showing the game.
right,
And if you keep it real, Claudia and Vic are not really in the game like that, as much as they say they are. Claudia has more of the, I can't say finesse, but she has more of the,
she's vindictive for sure.
yeah, she has more of a willingness to be a part of the game, whereas Vic does not want to be that willing a part of the game. He's just forced into again
That's
being
true,
the
but
idea of
Vic,
force, right?
that's true, but Vic seemed like he having fun with this role he playing now.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, the role of
Because
turning on the
all
cops because he was tired of them freaking being on his back like that anyway. Now
there you
actually working
go.
with Tommy for real, I think he about to really like turn into them for real.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But Tommy, but Vic also, speaking of Vic, he also has an advantage. Remember, he went to go meet up with Beth, right? He
yeah,
went to go meet with Beth, and we know that's Walter's friend Paulie's wife, right?
right,
Um, and Beth was talking to Vic, and basically he was talking to her, and she could automatically tell something. She could say something was wrong with him, right? That he couldn't escape the way he had wanted to escape. Because in his mind, episode one, like in episode one, he's saying to himself, "I gotta leave. I can't quite never see you again."
right,
So he comes over and pretty much see her again. She's kind of like, I thought I never would see you again. But now, because his plan backfired, he was trying to escape.
right,
So as they're talking, basically she's like, "What's going on with you? You said you've been going through some things." And he's like, "I'm torn between." I'm paraphrasing, but I'm torn between going through two devils, right? And we know who the two devils represent is
right,
Tommy and Stacy. You know what I'm saying? He's dealing with two people being pushing up and putting her foot on his neck. And then she gives him the game plan, which I thought was super smart and
right,
very intelligent to go right ahead and answer and cancel out a problem. In other words, you cancel out this one problem, then you can focus on the other problem and get your advantage over the other person that one way. So we'll see how that works out. But basically, what she's saying was, okay, they both got their foot on your neck. Have a
right,
good one, sir. Mm-hmm. They both got their foot on your neck. They put us through you a lot of pressure because you a lot of turmoil and pain. Here's what you can do. You should reconsider who is the one you can get over. Because he said, there's one thing I know about the twins, y'all always find a way out,
right,
right? Or find a way. She's like, consider who you should get over with, and who has the better weakness for you to get the advance over with. right?
Yeah.
And we know what time it is when she said that. Who you think? Who do you assume she's talking about? Yeah, she's talking about.
Out of Sam or Tommy?
Stacey and Tommy.
I'm thinking. I'm saying Tommy.
You think Tommy's the weakness?
No, heck no. Stacy's the Tom. I ain't hear what your question was.
Yeah.
Stacy
So
definitely weaker than Tommy.
yes. And so if Vic is able to cancel out her Christmas, when Kyle Tommy be saying cancel Christmas, um, then he can get the advantage in the loophole over Tommy if he has to go right in and get an upper hand over him. In other words, yeah, I'm being a former for you right now, but if I can take her off my back, I ain't gotta remain being your snitch or being your snitch, right?
Right.
I ain't gotta remain doing that. So he's like, okay, if I can do that, then I can get my revenge. Essentially, basically he's plotting and planning. He'll begin planning, he's plotting and planning for his eventual like separation from Top, whether
Right.
that's him not being aligned with him no more, or he's gonna go right ahead and be his off. Tommy will have another opposition thrown his way. So it won't just be Chenard and yeah, it'll be him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me see. So this is the first stuff. Oh, what do you think about the possible love interest Vic has on the horizon and the girl named Ray?
The girl at the end.
Yep,
I
shout out to
wonder who is. I
Samantha
wonder.
Mascherino.
I wonder who she was sent by. That's what I want to know. I don't think that's organic.
What do you mean?
I think somebody sent her to play with Vic.
Oh, interesting. So you mean that's interesting? Okay, I like your idea with
Yeah, I
that.
don't know the way that they had the cameras set up with it. It just seemed like she worked for somebody that. But I don't know why anybody would do that to Vic. But since that happens all the time in all these shows we be watching, it just feels like she's related to somebody and something about to get caught up.
Interesting. I was thinking more about her being a Fed. By the way, he already knows that she's a Fed. I assumed that he wanted to meet her immediately, but when he saw her, and asked Stacey like who that was, boom. And then she's like, Stacey doesn't give him like the intel of who that person is, like basically like trying to dodge her off. I said to myself, oh yeah, 'cause he's gonna get with her. He's gonna get with her.
Right.
But with him getting with her, you would
He's
have
going
to assume that he already knows she's a fit.
But that's what I'm saying. And that's what's up with these dudes that be on the shows. Just like with Tommy and all that stuff. When you start fooling with the drug game and start fooling with the cops, you start running your mouth to these women.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he gonna open his
Yeah,
mouth too much, and they gonna and
yeah,
she gonna find out that he actually working with Tommy, and you know what I'm saying? Because he gonna slip up and do something
hmm,
stupid because he's gonna be so
right.
caught up and so in love, thinking he can tell her anything, and it's gonna mess up everything as far as him is concerned. Because
Vic is definitely gonna be more vulnerable.
Tommy gonna clearly find out that he fooling with her, and he gonna find out that she a fed too.
Hmm.
He always do.
But Vic needs someone to love on. I mean, the man has lost a lawyer. You know what
He
I'm saying? For
do.
2 seasons. You know what I'm saying?
He
So,
do. But hey, how you
but to
doing?
your point,
He do. But
to
at the
your
same
point,
time, the
distraction.
distraction is about to mess everything up. That's about to
Yeah,
mess it all up.
yes, it is. All right, man. To me, I will say one of the best acting scenes in this episode to me was Jannar having that conversation with Donnie. By the way, shout out to Christy Lawson, and shout out to Isaac Keys, bro. The acting in this scene between the brothers was so good. I really enjoyed the scene where they're arguing about their. It's so funny because they're being hypocritical and contradictory to each other without even realizing it when we watch it, right? So not D-Mac, Diamond is looking in the mirror, and we get that flashback of that infamous scene from last season where he was all covered in the where he had killed his PO,
Yeah.
and Tommy had watched him, right? So he was like looking in the mirror, and he was like trying to like seeing like the flashback of all that coming around. So Jannar comes in and interrupts him and asks him like if he's good. And he's like, I will be. He says, bro, like, have you killed D-Mac? Have you done deal blah 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 about D-Mac? And Denard's like, no. And you don't remember in season 1, D-Mac and Marshall were working for Denard in CBI,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which made sense for why D-Mac has to be a part of CBI again, because he was with them essentially before. It's just when all popped up with Tommy, there was just a separation of sorts, right? Because of who he's affiliated, plus of the heat he caused last season. So he's like, nah, I just think that little boy, a BS speech, you know what I'm saying? Tell him, like, don't get around the game, yada, yada, but we're going to do that and hold him off for right now before we make our plans. Because remember, Shanti wants Diamond to be killed by their hands so they can take over and rule the game. By the way, I'm going to get to that later in a minute. But he's starting his defending D-Mac. Diamond is like, I understand that, boom, boom. But you gotta go, I can't do this because King Kilo is not going to, rest until he gets that done because he's already like wishy-washy about wanting to join us in our coalition. So then Denard comes in and he throws a bit of a haymaker response towards Diamond and is like, well, what about Tommy? Like, we need to get Tommy out of here. And he's like, no, boom, boom, boom. Tommy, like, he's my partner. He wants to help us up with CBI. I understand he has weight on him, but that's Tommy though. Like, he's helped us out with CBI. And then Denard has a really good statement. He said, I did too. He said, using the pen, you remember, I was the one holding down for 15 years. Where was you at? He was locked up, right? So he's putting Diamond in the corner, but we're beginning to see the seeds plant and form for Diamond to eventually be with his brother over time, right? The board already popped on very soon here in this episode. Like, if there's one thing we know for sure about Forrest, a big.
I feel that you ought to go, treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to. I feel that you ought to go, treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to go. Baby, you show it, that's for real. To me. And I can't keep it low-key. See, everything you do to me is crazy. Two to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all run like sawmill. This beat was just sent to me, this was a fresh kill. But you ain't know when I load up, I act wild. Like draw four, my screen kicks like a bad child. It's time to relocate, but